To viewers, hey, this is Phoenix and welcome back to the channel. On this episode, we're going to talk about reloading for the AK. Now, this has been a video that's been way overdue. And also, this is going to be a four-part video showing you how to make specialty rounds for your AK. Now, we're going to start from 220 grains and we're going to work ourselves all the way down to 150 grains. So, like I said, it's going to be a total of maybe 5 different videos that I'm going to put out. But this first video is going to be based on the 220 grain cast bullet. Now, you're probably wondering why you're doing this video. Well, if you look at the 7.62 by 39 and the 300 Blackout, a lot of people love to compare those two weapons. And it's kind of stupid because if you look at the history of the 300 Blackout, it is based off of the 7.62 by 39 ballistic. I mean, ballistically, they're identical. Okay, the only difference is, okay, one's shooting a .308, the other one's shooting a .310 projectile. The 300 Blackout can shoot anything from 110 grain all the way to 240 grain. An AK can shoot the same, but the manufacturers choose not to make those type of bullets like they make them for the 308. Okay, the AK can shoot 110 grains, 123 grains, 125 grains, 154 grains, right? And then you have Detroit Ammunitions. They came out with theirs, 220 grain subsonics. It's just how the market is more geared towards the 300 Blackout. Even though the 300 Blackout and the 7.62, the 300 Blackout is based off the 7.62, right? Velocities are the same. The 300 Blackout, 123 grains shoots about 2,200 feet per second. 123 grains out of a 7.6 by 39 shoots around roughly around 2,350 feet, 50 feet per second, right? So the list goes on and on and on. Just one is a AK and one is an AR-15 platform. That's all it boils down to. All right. You have people that say 300 Blackout was made to be suppressed. And it's like, okay, yeah. These people are, it's not that they're not educated, it's just the fact that they just regurgitate a lot of information that they know. So the reason of this video is to show people that you can make specialty rounds that are effective, that you can use for hunting, you can use for self-defense. You can use them for multiple applications, okay? And that's what I'm here to show. All right, we're going to put this 7.60 by 39, we're going to put this back on ballistically, back on the map where it's supposed to be. All right. So today we're going to talk about sub rounds, 220 grain sub rounds. Now, if you're a reloader, of course, you're going to need, if you're not a reloader, you're going to need some equipment. If you are a reloader, you probably have this equipment already. So I'm going to be speaking to both. If you do not have, and you have not reloaded before in your life, you're going to need to get a press, a reloader press, okay, which I showed in my other video. You're going to need the 7.62 by 39 die set, okay. You're going to need a powder drop. This is a Lee's, it's cheap, but you're going to need a powder drop, okay. You're going to need a scale, okay. You're going to need some calipers. All right, and you're also going to need, it's called flare dies, which it flares out the mouth of your die, of your cartridge, okay, called flare dies. And this is for the 220 grain cast bullet. That's what we're going to work with today. All right, so the bullets that you're going to need, the diameter of the bullets, if you don't know, you're going to need a .310 bullet. And if you put in for a .310 bullet, it's going to be very limited on the bullets you can buy. So, don't get alarmed and don't be like, what the hell is this? But anyway, I found some cast bullets off of leatherhead bullets. Right here. Okay, these are, like I said, they're cast bullets. They're coated with a high-tech coating. The diameter of these bullets is .310. That's what you need to shoot out of an AK, period. Anything higher than that, you need to size them down. All right, so you can make these bullets from brass casing or steel case. All right. If you want to pull your bullets and then insert this in it, you can do that. All right. You're going to need a large rifle primer. You do not need the Magnum primer. Okay, the AK doesn't need that. The 300 Blackout does. They recommend it on that when you're making subs. All right. So when reloading, of course, you're going to have your safety gear, your goggles, and all that good stuff. Okay. And some gloves because you're going to be handling lead. All right. So the powder that I'm going to use is going to be the CFE Black powder. That powder, I recommend using that powder because it is very consistent. It does well, especially for sub rounds. A lot of people ask me the question, several people have asked me the question regarding C detonation. What is C detonation? C detonation applies to slow burning powder. Now, since we're using CFE Black and it's a fast burning powder, you don't have to worry about C detonation. All right. Okay. So the powder I'm going to be using is CFE Black. The charge that I'm going to be using with cast bullets is going to be 12.7 grains of CFE powder. 12.7 grains. All right. It shoots roughly around 1,050 feet per second. And cast bullets are just awesome for just plinking, having fun, the fun factor. If you got a suppressor on your gun, you can crank it through and it's just like awesome. All right. Those are the pros. Now, also with cast bullets, you're going to use 10% less charge, which is good. You know what I mean? You can use less powder. But mainly the cons of using cast bullets is the leading. Okay, it will lead your barrel up in your can. Now, with me saying that, I know a lot of people ask me, what is leading? Leading is when you shoot around down your barrel and it leaves deposits lead in your barrel. Okay. What kind of problems am I going to run into? Well, you're going to run into your accuracy is going to get worse. Okay, your accuracy is going to get worse. If you're shooting like out of my Draco, I was shooting a nickel size dime at a nickel size grouping at about 25 to 50 yards. Okay, really well, really well. I shot about 300 rounds of cast bullet out of my Draco. Went to the range, shot it. The first group was like this. I was like horrified and embarrassed because everybody's coming up to me looking at my gun and then looking at the target like it's an AK-40. Yeah, and I'm like, this thing actually shoots really accurate. This is, yeah. But I had to end up shooting a total of 35 rounds through my gun to get it back to shooting a nickel size grouping. Okay. It was embarrassing, but I understood the reason why it was doing what it was doing. Other people don't, but I knew it. I ended up calling my father up and asking him as well. I was like, hey, Pops, I shot some cast through my gun and the accuracy was just horrible. And he explained it to me. He explained that what takes place is the leading is deposited to your barrel, same thing I said. And basically the rifling doesn't engage the bullet as well as it's supposed to. So your accuracy is going to open up until you shoot out all that lead or run a bore brush to it or a steel brush to it to get that stuff out. So, but that's something to be, not necessarily concerned with, but it's just something to be aware of. All right. I recommend if you're using cast bullets, shoot them out of a gun that you don't mind shooting, that you're not really worried about the accuracy of it. You're just having fun. If you're using this gun to protect yourself, protect your home, and protect your family, I would not use cast bullets out of it. I would just use the best what I can use out of it. Okay, the best bullet. So that's my 10 cents on this matter. Can you use this for home defense? No, I would not use it for home defense. Okay. Yes, you can drop somebody with the sub round. You're just going to have to shoot them multiple times. Okay, that intruder that breaks into your home. As for hunting, can you use these for hunting? A lot of people use subs for hunting. If they're hunting hogs, they just shoot the hogs in the ear, drops them. Okay, the type of bullet performance that you're going to get out of this thing is going to look like this. Okay. Now I shot this into this. It was just a soft newspaper, and it mushroomed well. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to mushroom exactly the same. Maybe in actual tissue, I think it's not going to mushroom as bad. The difference with shooting it into actual tissue, what I mean by tissue, like flesh, you have points where it's soft, hard, and soft. Whereas when you're shooting into like wet newspaper or wet sand, as that bullet's traveling through it, the sand and everything is consistent, and it's just basically, it's mushrooming because of the consistency of the material. Whereas body, tissue, flesh is not consistent. Some of it's soft. You got bone. You got soft organs. Then something hard again. So you have those variations in density. All right. So anyway, hopefully you find this video to be beneficial. Hopefully you learned a little bit from this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment at the bottom. I'm going to roll in some footage later on of me shooting cast bullets, and shooting the other type of specialized projectiles that I'm going to be showing. All right. This is Phoenix. Stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see y'all on the next video. Peace.